Welcome to another chess video. I'm Jake, and I run the chess club at the Creston-Dement Public Library. Thank you for joining me. We continue discussing chess tactics, with today's tactic being skewers. A skewer is a move that attacks a valuable piece, forcing your opponent to move that piece to avoid losing it, but allowing a capture of a different piece behind it in the process. A skewer is almost like a reverse pin, forcing a piece to move instead of preventing a piece from moving. But let's take a look at our first example. Black has a queen and a pawn against two rooks for white. It seems black has a nice position, about to promote a pawn to another queen, but white has both rooks defending the promotion square of f1. Black has also left themselves open to a skewer. Rook to b3 actually wins black's queen and will shortly lead to checkmate. Black is forced to move their king, which leaves the queen undefended afterwards. And after this, black can try to promote a pawn, but white can trade off a rook for the queen, and white can slowly force checkmate after. And that's checkmate. Our next example is a bit similar. Black has again left themselves open to a skewer. Can you find how to move white's queen to attack both black's king and the queen by way of a skewer? I'll give you a little bit of time, but feel free to pause the video if you need more. If you found queen to g2, well done. This attacks black's king and their queen with a skewer. Black is forced to move, and the queen is undefended after the move. Our final example of a skewer is a little bit more complicated, but this example still follows the same principle of attacking a more valuable piece to get valuable trades. Here we can see that black has a quite active rook, having control of this entire open file, and white's back rank is undefended, which allows black to move to g1 with the rook with check. This forces white to move their king, and allows us to trade a rook for a queen. White can try to trick us. White's best move is to simply retake the rook. However, they can take our queen in exchange. Here it's important to think about our next move as black. We could retake the knight with a pawn capture. However, that allows white to retake our rook. This would leave us down the exchange, having lost a rook and a queen in exchange for a queen and a knight. So instead, we can first notice that white's rook is undefended. Why not just take this piece, which will leave us up in the exchange. Skewers can be a devastating tactic, especially in endgame scenarios like the first two examples. Keep an eye out for pieces lining up to be skewered, and you can pull out some tactical wins. That is all the time we have for today. Don't forget to join us again for another chess video. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you and your king stay safe.